actually really good delay, isn't it? Wonder if not like anybody else is watching, so we'll see what happens. Because I can't see. Definitely gonna have to do something about this. I'm gonna work it out a little bit better. But first time, I expect. What does you expect? Yeah, I can definitely do that in the background, can't I? Don't think this is going to help, is it? Yeah, that's not helping at all. So in which case, since that's not helping, we'll just turn it off. Whatever. It can go away, and we'll just get started. 7:59. Yay. 8 o'clock. Yeah. We'll get started with this. Most people know what these things are anyway, so let's have fun. Put my little tools out here, start ripping it apart. I wonder if anybody will show up. This is where I could actually use a little help. I'm not very. I know how to do some stuff, but I don't know how to do a lot of stuff when it comes to, you know, this tech, you know, this part of the thing. You know, still relatively new to the whole YouTube thing. So, a little bit of overspray when I painted the body on the wheel. Oh. A little bit of shininess to it. Wow, I just took the whole thing. Wheel extensions. Something here. Right there. Take the drive pins out. Still can hear my wife in there watching her TV. I hope Stitch swings by. I didn't get a chance to watch too many people's lives myself because of the work. Work 6 days a week. I'm gonna work today. Got up a little bit after 4 a.m. to go into work. That's what happens when you're a truck driver. Work quite a bit. This is a single tiny pipe. Get up there. I'm messing with my doodads. At least one. Got one watching. No questions. One watching. Shh. 170 subscribers. Say I started 8, I started 8. And nobody's y'all. So it's just me. Just me. By my side. You ever heard that song? Green Day? That's not by myself. Yeah, that's me. And that's what we got going today. But what do you expect, first time? It's really kind of interesting the way this is set up. I ordered the kit for the deadbolt because the deadbolt and the Betty have the same wheelbase. Since I'm using the newer Ford Bronco, like the one right up here, I like the electronics in it. It has a smoother low speed, and it's also quieter for some reason than the C10. So, but yeah, using the Ford Bronco. The Ford Bronco has the same, it's basically the same as the C10. It just different electronics in it. The same wheelbase and all that kind of stuff. They've done a pretty good job making all of their things uniform. The deadbolt and Betty is longer than the C10 or the Bronco or even the Jeep Rubicon. The only one that's longer is the actual Gladiator. The Gladiator has a longer wheelbase than all of them. It's actually 155 millimeters compared to the 132 that the majority of them are. The deadbolt and Betty is 133.5 millimeters. So it's a little bit of difference. We'll see how much we get done tonight. If nobody shows up, after a little bit, then I'll go ahead and cut off the live. There's no point in sitting here hanging out and talking by myself when I'm the only one here. But she'll still get done either way. So I've been holding off putting her together just for this. Whatever. I know a lot of people don't listen to me on YouTube just because I'm no Kevin Talbot and I don't get all excited and loud and jumping around. He's definitely crazy. It's fun to watch. Yeah. Wouldn't mind being a little more like that, but okay, what are you gonna do? Everybody's gonna start somewhere. And yes, on my front axle, my servo right there, those are wheel weights. I'm using stick-on wheel weights to add extra weight right on top of that. Keep that front axle pushed down. I also have it like that on the C10. The wife's, she doesn't have anything like that on it. Let's see. We have the belly pan. Enduro belly. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's real nice. That is party. Shall we do it? Shall we do it? Yes, we shall. Betty deserves to be sexy all the way through and through. So line cut corners. Everything I'm putting on it is Endura, except for the diff covers. The diff covers and the brass knuckles they're from Hobby Park. They're the only ones that's different. Everything else is Endura. With your suspension and everything, you have to put the little grommets on them. I only put it on one side because the other side is designed wide enough that it doesn't go through. And I found when I did it on hers, doing it on both sides actually kind of made it bind and made the suspension and everything really stiff. So I only put it on the one side, that way everything can move freely. Later on, if I find that it's going to be a problem and we're going to have issues with it, just too much slop in it, then I'll go back through and add more grommets as I need to. Kind of feel weird sitting here talking without a whole lot of people watching, but that's okay. Hi, neighbor. Who knows? Maybe I'm better off doing videos of my something else, you know? People tell me it's like, oh, there's too many people doing videos for RC cars. You're really not going to get anywhere with it. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm doing it for fun, so bite me. Don't always have to be number one and everybody's like, yeah, don't worry about what I'm doing. As long as I'm having fun and enjoying myself. Nobody else's business, right? There we go. There's that. There she is right there. I don't know, for some reason I have more fun with these SCX-24 builds. I think they're a lot of fun. Probably has to do with the fact that the parts are so much cheaper. Here we go. Say, ah, oh, look at that. Ain't that pretty? Look at that. Yes. Yes. She's so pretty. I won't do this. Let's go there. Taking that out. There's that one. Oh, one's free? What the heck? Oh. I mean, these things aren't exactly powerhouses. Oh. And she's free. She's free. Now the bad part is I'm going to do all this stuff, and then later when I go to upgrade the next section, I'm going to have to do it all over again. Because eventually these are going to get new motors and ESCs. I'm just going to do a complete custom on all of them. Because why not? I'm going to plan on building one from scratch. I want to do the FearTech site. I think that looks like a lot of fun. Just build it piece by piece, but I want a 4-wheel steer. Yeah, I know, kind of ain't exactly going to be cheap. Feels good. Right there. Look at that. Look at that. It's like it was made for it. Which it was. Oh yeah. I also know that Saturdays, people got stuff to do. Saturday's usually like family night and hanging out, and I get that, but my schedule doesn't allow me to do that. There we go. Look at that nice Endura belly pan. Nice plastic. No more. I'll have enough parts to just completely rebuild a whole new one by the time I get done upgrading all of these. I'll just have to get a couple of rails and a battery tray and a ESC mount. I'll be able to make one from scratch. Which, that might be fun too. I'll put one of the model kits together using all the spare parts. And that might be a doable thing. Yeah, in the camera here you can see these SK Hobbies stitch. It makes the cords for the controllers like that. Put it around your neck, and that way if you're out messing around and you're not going to drop your controller and damage it. It's like having an extra pair of hands. Comes out pretty handy actually. I went crawling with him for his 1-year YouTube channel celebration, and it was a good time. Really good time. Really enjoyed it. Let's see. We got the 43mm Endura shocks. These things are nice. Aluminum construction. Then you got the nice little cap to it, and you get the adjustment so you can set your preloads on them. This is actually really cool. I'm looking forward to the way that's going to look on there. It's going to be nice. I'll probably end up changing it, but for now we're just going to put it in the stock positions just to try them out and see how they do. We'll go from there. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah. And yeah, when I do mine, I do magnets. She's not glued yet. I gotta wait. I want her to wait until I got everything done. That way I can set the body where I want it on the chassis. Oh, that doesn't work out. We're gonna have to flip these. Oh. I'm curious. If I run them this way, would it be any better? Cause no. They're gonna have to go upside down. Yep. Nice. They're gonna have to go upside down, otherwise they interfere with the frame. I'm sure I've heard that before. I was just hoping that I could do it the right way. But it's okay. I'm doing like everybody else. As long as it works right. Yeah. Right. That's nice. Man, it's gonna be weird doing this front part. I think the front part's actually shorter. Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna be a little shorter. But I mean, it is the dead bolt, so maybe it just changes the pitch. Yep, that is shorter. It's gonna bring that front axle back, but it pushes that back axle further back. Cool. I like it. I like it. I got it out. Yes. So let's go ahead and do this. Look at that. She's party. Come on. Yeah. There you go. Oh yeah. That's gonna be nice. That's gonna be real nice. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh yeah, we're gonna have let's injure the front and back. Let's see. However, that's gotcha. Oops. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I want to counter those. Counter the screws. And counting the screws to make sure that you don't end up with a heavy spot on the drive shaft and where it connects. So if I counter them, put in the top part, it's not so much a thing on these as it is on the bigger, heavier stuff, but countering just helps balancing. So yeah. Got the Endura belly, got the Endura drive shafts. Endurance shocks. And we got all of this to work with. And we got all the main components put together, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, this. So we put these towards the back. So yeah, put that towards the inside. Same on both sides. I like doing them. Yeah, I like doing everything with the. Trying to keep it the same on both sides. Otherwise, I don't know. It might be my own just OCD. I like the asymmetrical. I don't like things asymmetrical. I like them. I like everything nice and clean and symmetrical, which is not always the easiest to do. There are 2 people watching. Who popped up? For some reason, I'm not seeing anything. Why am I not seeing anything? Not seeing any chatting or anything? That's not cool. That's not cool at all. Why am I not seeing anything? It's not even showing me who popped up. Oh well. Keep moving, keep moving. No. We'll put the, I like putting them towards the back, that way, less likely to be dragging. Are you watching now? Yeah. They got bored. Like I said, I'm not Kevin Talbot, so I get it. At least somebody stopped in to say hi. Give me a second, I'm gonna do something real quick. So even that doesn't show anything. Interesting. Interesting. Nothing I can do about it one way or the other, huh? This is 2 bodies. Whatever. Yo ho. All hands. Hoist the colors high. I gotta watch those movies again. It's been a while since I watched them. Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice. Alright, set that aside for the moment because now we gotta do these. Let's get rid of the bottom shocks. As the Bronco, I was running without any springs. That way I just had full droop. And this one I'm going to be running springs on, so. We'll see how it does. The kit comes with a bunch of different springs, so you can change out. So you can even change out and put different sections into the thing. And it's a pretty cool setup. rear axle I'm working on right now. As you can tell, it doesn't have the servo on it. There's the one with the servo. Oh, look at that. See? It's coming together nicely. Very, very, very nicely. I'll take the drive shaft, slip yoke off. So we put on the other half of the drive shaft slip yoke from the Injura set. Right there. Because ain't it so gorgeous? I love it. I love it a lot. At least somebody can buy. That makes me happy. If you don't like my builds, you don't like listening to me, I would suggest, you know, you can go down into the description. Stitch from SK Hobbies, you know, Derrick AZ. You know, those guys, they got some pretty sweet builds, and they know what they're doing. They really do. I enjoy hanging out with him. Derrick he's a wild card. It's crazy, but it's in a fun way. I can't wait. You know, October, the AZRC bashers start going again. You know, we go out there and hang with everybody. Won't be so tired either. That's one of my biggest drawbacks, is I'm always tired when I'm doing this. I work 6 days a week and then sit here and try to have a life outside of work, and it's just not always too congruent there. And yes, I could do this faster if I got my little drill tool out, but you do that and chance stripping it out because you are going into plastic. And these things are so small. I'm hoping to have her run it. I'm hoping I can get this pretty well done within an hour or so. So I still haven't eaten dinner. I'm gonna go and make some hot wings. And tomorrow I'm gonna sleep in a little bit, and then I have to get up and work on the AC in my dad's truck. Yep, go figure. One day off, and I'm doing automotive work. Yeah, I do automotive work on the side. Isn't that lovely? Oh. Nothing. And these here, when you change out the diff covers, you gotta make sure you move the bearing from the old diff cover to the new diff cover. You'll see here in just a second what I'm talking about. And if you notice, you got two screws that are longer than the others. And they always go into the top. Look in there. Ain't that pretty? And there's your little bearing in there. You just take a little screwdriver or something, pop it out. being stubborn. It's being stubborn. Wow. First time I've had one this stubborn. There we go. Yeah. And look at this. The new one. And the bearing goes right in the little O-ring right there. Right in the little hole. And another one of the upgrades I plan on doing in time, especially to the C10, is going to be the overdrive in the front. Yeah. I think the overdrive will definitely help with the climbing ability. The C10, I'm not actually doing a whole lot of crazy stuff to it. I like classic stuff, so I don't want to cut into the body. I don't want to do anything major. I want to keep its looks. And if I start doing a lot of crazy stuff to it, then I'll lose the aesthetics of that classic body. And for me, that's just not an option. I like that truck too much. My wife asked me, why do this to a Bronco? Why are we doing it to that? Why not just buy another one to do it to? And I'm like, well, we have 2 Broncos. And with the 2 Broncos, we only go out and spend $125 for another one. For a deadbolt to do this to, and then turn around and we'd have 4 of them instead of 3. And all of the stuff that I'm doing to this, I would do to that too. So it's an extra $100 just in parts that I'm putting on this. So I'd be doing the same thing. So why spend the extra $125 when I don't need to? I mean, it's just an extra one of those. Mine was blue, but whatever. That, like I said, I really do like the electronics from the Horizon Hobbies. Their electronics, they're a little bit quieter, a little bit smoother, especially in like the low speed control to them. It just seems so much more fluid. So I like them better. Ooh, that looks like one of the long ones. And the short one. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's the short one. 37 minutes in. I already tore it all apart and started working into it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tell the difference in the weight. That's butter. That's butter. Yes. Alright. Shall we throw some linkages on this? This is our rear. So, and for example, you can see underneath there, it's pretty much the same kit. Just where hers is straight, these are the high clearance, and longer being the deadbolt. But hers, we did all this red. She likes making hers nice and pretty. She doesn't really do much with them. She just likes them all dressed up. And I'm okay with it. I enjoy building them, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me. Build it however she wants. It's like you can't really see it, you know, it's behind me. But she's got the slash 2-wheel drive thing. Put a bunch of extra pink parts on for her, and it's nice. Come on, where you at? I can't find the hole. I can't find the hole. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, there it goes. He's just being picky. One of these days I'll actually get good cameras and stuff like that, but right now I'm just using my phone. Oh, hey Stitch. See you popped up. I'm glad you came by. I've actually already talked about you. People ought to go and check your stuff out. You got a lot more stuff than I do as far as the builds go. Oh, those screws are really long. I think I might put the original ones back in. Yeah, I even talked about your cords up there. You can see them hanging in the picture. But then you see I've already put the belly pan on. Already got the 43 millimeters, which we had to switch them around because they actually hit the frame and it kind of flares them out. So I had to change those out. And right now we're doing the high clearance linkages, the weighted diff covers, metal drive shafts. I'm working on putting together parts. Yeah, I saw your short earlier where you're talking about doing that. I still got to get a couple more to catch up with you. I've only got the 3. But it's only me and Chris, so you got a lot more in your family than I do to work with. Oh, those are the same length as those ones that came out. Huh. Don't have any shorter ones? That's kind of strange. That'd be cute to have a little bit shorter ones too. Just digging in my little box of goodies. This is my 24 scale box of goodies. Yeah, the Gladiator. I was looking at the setup, you know, for this video. I wanted to know the difference between them. It says the Gladiator itself has 155 millimeter wheelbase. The Bronco, the C10, and the Rubicon all have 132 millimeter, and the Betty and the Deadbolt have 133.5. So the difference, since I'm building this from the Bronco, it brings the front axle back, and then it pushes the back axle even back further. So I'm looking forward to see what it's going to look like when I get done. But I've already started getting it ready to do the magnetic body so that I don't have the body clip in the middle of the hood. And the screws that they gave me in the kit look a little too long, so they pass all the way through, and I don't really want a long screw sticking out of the back. But I bought a kit a while back that has lots of pieces, parts, so I can do it my way. But I'm hoping to get the majority of it done tonight. I don't know if it will happen, but I was hoping to get it done, but there's a lot of little detail stuff on it. I don't know if I'll get it done. Yeah, see, that's much better. It's not sticking all the way through. It goes pretty well flush, and that's as far as it goes. So that'll work nicely. We'll use those instead. Try not to scatter my parts underneath the bench. But this is my hobby room. This is the workbench that I set up. And you can even see the crawler course back there. And I got some models I gotta get rid of. Sweet. Have fun. Yeah. Ooh. Besides, you've already done all this stuff anyway. I don't know what Derrick's up to tonight. Alright, I'll still be here. At least for a while anyway. It'll take more than 5 minutes to get this done. That looks good. That looks good, real good. And that one getting close to being done. Nice. Links. Use this as a reference to see everything that we need to see. You see in here the upper links, they go up here in case you forget. It's always good to have a picture or another one to sit here and compare. Look at the length of that. So this was the top links before. And look at the difference in that. The old top length and the new top link. The old bottom link, the new bottom link. And a pretty significant little stretch. And then this, I think we can go ahead and use these because these are hidden. So I don't need to change them up to the shorter ones. Or do I? Oh, that might actually, if I don't change them up, that might actually hit. Wow. That is surprising. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's better. Get up there. And yes, I'm changing out as I'm going. I'm changing out from the regular black screws to the stainless. One, I think the stainless looks better. Two, they're also a little bit tougher. Well, I promise you really gotta watch, make sure you don't over torque these things. Otherwise, you can strip out the plastic, and eventually, depending on the build, the bedding might actually get metal axles one of these days. So I'm wanting to keep her as pretty much a show and go. I don't want to be beating on her too much. There she is. That's the back end all together. Let me put her on and see what she looks like. Let's get the top links in place. The bottom links are easy enough to get to. The top links are the ones that kind of get to be a pain in the butt sometimes. Trying to, oh, the aluminum, that's a lot easier than the plastic ones. Holy cow. Heck yeah. When I did it on my wife's truck, man, it was hard to get them to line up. This going right in place. Of course, Enjoyer's really good about their precision. As the ones on my wife's truck, they're not Endura. I think they're Power Hobby. That's not good. Come on. Get in there. Get in there. Fudge. Might have to take that back apart. Because the drive shaft is being picky. Doesn't want to. It's like right at the edge. Just a little bit of a twist. There we go. Yeah. She's in. She's in. Look at that. Oh yeah. That looks good. That looks good. And I'm just wondering, doing this thing, I was kind of afraid that, might get dinged from YouTube because of my mat. Since, the mat's trademarked and everything. But we'll see. Oh, I hear my little BB, she's out there. She wants in the room with her daddy. Yikes. You guts to go there. I hear the BB. I hear my BB. Oh, little Sabrina. Oh, she's got a birthday coming up. That's right. She's an October baby. She's an October baby. It's got some nice twist to it. Yeah. That's gonna have some pretty good flex to it. Yeah. Go ahead and get these shocks on there, and we'll have us an idea of what we're looking at. yeah. Yeah, there we go. There's one shock on. Yeah, that's looking nice. That's looking real nice. Yeah, I'll go with you. That's the 2, huh? That's alright. That's alright. Just happy that somebody showed up. And kind of feeling that I'm doing something that somebody's interested in anyway. Alright. So that part's done. We have bits and pieces, bits and bobs. Some of this and some of that. Some of the stuff with the wiffle ball bat. Start by removing old drive shaft. Yes. Old drive shaft screw. There you go. Get these black screws over here. Get them out of the way. One of these days I want to get one of them cow RC mats. I love those things. You know, the magnetic ones. It's so sweet. Be able to just set stuff down and it's like, yeah, you don't have to worry about it going anywhere. Oh, my baby. She's crying. May have to end this just because she's going to drive me nuts sitting outside the door. She can hear me talking. I do love my dogs. I was making a video about my dog Snickers. He just passed away not too long ago. He had mast cell cancer when he was 13. And got an RC car that him and Jax, one of the other ones, they love chasing that thing. So I'm thinking about making a video, you know, specifically for them. What's going on here? There it goes. There it goes. It found its groove. Yes. Alright, drive shaft is in. Alright, let's go ahead and remove the third link Y or V bracket. That one's the easiest to sort out first. When Stitch comes back in, I have to ask him what he's got that he's taken this year to the bash that's new and funky. Towards the end of last season, he brought in he got one of them LMTs. That thing was cool. But my wife's getting on with the dogs. Chill out. Yes, a 43mm Enduro long. Gonna be running them. Just they're the 2-barrel, not the 3-barrel. But they have the adjustable piece on it, so you can set the preloads on them. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put them in the stock position for now and try it out, and then later I'll go through and might change it up where they're located. I think this screw's another. Yeah, that one's like crazy long. I don't know. Some of these screws that they gave me are just like really ridiculous in their length. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a pretty one. Yeah, I got them upside down. I put them in that way, because the faux oil well on it hits the frame. So I just went ahead and put them in upside down to start with. What the hell? Sometimes things just don't want to line up right. What's going on here? There you go. There you go. Now you're in there. Aha. Nice. Try to remove the old shocks. And actually, I think hers. No, hers are the Power Hobby. So they got the internal spring. Yeah, I put the Power Hobbies on hers. Mine's getting the Enduras. And I might get a set of the other ones to put on the C10. Yeah. That way I can try them all out differently. To me, it really doesn't. Depending on the truck. I mean, my C10, it's never going to be like a great crawler just because I'm not going to change up too much on it. I'm not going to cut the body and do all that kind of stuff. This one's already a better crawler than the C10, just with the weighted rims and those tires. Yeah, I watch Cape Crawlers. Yeah, he's got some pretty cool stuff. Some of his builds. But I didn't know they had the 48 millimeters. That's kind of a crazy. I don't know. that seems like an awfully big jump. I mean, the 43s are a big jump, but still. And the 48s are Power Hobby? Nice. Yeah, and I haven't seen those yet. I haven't had a whole lot of time to, watch too much to see what's out. Like I told you with the new job, I'm kind of limited on time. Which I found out my new job is we're in for some interesting changes coming up. Well, let's see how that works out. the boss says he's going to change our loads and he's going to get us away from um, hauling commodities to dairies and try to get us into some different type of hauling. Which, if he does, that'll be better pay and, you know, less hours, which will be nice. Kind of hoping it'll switch us up to where I have more weekend time. But as this Betty project, ever since I've seen one of the Bettys, it's like I just fell in love with the Power Wagon. I love the Dodge Power Wagon. I'm looking forward to this. Like I said, I've had these parts sitting here staring at me in the face for the last week. I was just waiting for the live to put it all together. Give me a reason to actually do a live. Yeah, Chris and I were talking about that. Is it like the 20? Is it like the 23rd or is it the 16th? She was trying to say it was like the 23rd, and I thought it was the 16th. In October, but I haven't looked, so I really can't say much. Look at that. There we go. The 3 links are on. Nice. 3 links are on. Now I gotta do the front diff cover. Front diff cover and the steering knuckles. At least on this, I've done one before. When I did hers, it kind of helps out. The 3rd Sunday in October, so that would be the 16th. There's 5 Sundays this October. The 2nd, 9th, or the 2nd. I don't remember, but there's 5 Sundays. I think it's the 3rd one is the 16th. And that'll work out good for me because the 23rd is my mom's birthday. I think my mom would be a little mad if I go to the bash and not her birthday. She'll be a little disappointed to say the least. That'll work. You got my number when you find out, and let me know if you don't mind. I think I ought to be a rep for freaking Endura. Just, you know, the Endura parts I'm putting on there. I'm actually using the Endura, you know, just quick release tool set. I like Endura. Their stuff's pretty nice. And if you get the Gladiator has the Horizon Hobby electronics in it too. I don't know if you've tried one of the SCXs with the Horizon Hobbies electronics, but they're a little bit quieter than the Axial. I've found, and then the low speed control on it is a little better. It's not quite as uh, jerky as the axial. I thought about trying to get one of each group. Um, you know, go back and get one of the gladiators and one of the Rubicons. Oh, the FearTech setup? Yeah, I want to build a FearTech scythe with the brushless Komodo. That's one of my want-tos. But I also seen it looks more like a rock bouncer, but they have the metal chassis, the aluminum chassis, Olympia, the FearTech Olympia. And that thing's pretty nice. But it's also got a pretty nice price to it too. Yeah, I think the Olympia chassis is $99, I think. That's where the scythe is like 58. And then to do the Komodo brushless setup, I was looking at it, and it was what? I want to say it was about 150. I'm gonna get rid of the Spectrum stuff. I actually like my Spectrum, but I've been looking into, like when we went crawling that day, the dude had that the Noble, the FlySky Noble. It's like I definitely want the Noble controller set up, just because I can do them all on that, and I know they have like a 20 model memory, and the only thing I got with Spectrum is my Baja Ray, so. But I like it, but I know a lot of people that have problems with them. And I think the truck that Chris wants next is the Mojave, and I think it has the Spectrum system in it as well. But I don't know what I would replace it with. Oh, that'll work. Yeah, like I said, my biggest thing was that just the ability to keep running and not have to worry about batteries and having that. I like the metal construction of it. I like the fact that you can switch sides with the steering, and the removable base plate with the internal battery. To me, it's just like that's just awesome setup. So I looked at the Noble 4. The Noble 4, it's it's doable, but then I was looking at the Noble Pro or the Noble 4 Pro, and I'm like, ooh, that one's nice. It also comes with a hefty price. Right, yeah. Like I said, the C10 has the axial still in it. The Broncos And you see the Broncos come with the Horizon Hobby. I actually like the Horizon Hobby better. One of the advantages to the Axial is that it's kind of like a pass-through, so you can still use it as a receiver, and you can put an external, a different ESC. Yes, yes. The case would be nice for carrying an inexpensive controller like that. There we go. There's the front diff cover. We're just about ready to throw some knuckles on it and put it back together. And I do have the new steering linkages to get rid of the plastic. Upgrade that as well while I'm in there. Steering linkers. Yeah. I keep, even though it's Horizon Hobby, I every now and then I catch myself. But even with the Hobby Link base, you're still getting the Dynamite, 88 turn. Which that's one of the things as I'm looking at. Is I'm actually looking at there's the one that a lot of people are using on is the Endura, but Tony at CCXRC has the little motors that he was using. What is that? The Baby Goliath, and I want to try that in my C10. Brass insert for the knuckles. Pivot. Yeah, I saw that course that you got in your yard for the 24 scales. That looks like a lot of fun. And the Holmes on it, yeah. Well, don't you have? Are you running Holmes in one of your crawlers? I mean, I've heard a lot of people like the Holmes Hobbies. I haven't done anything as far as that kind of stuff. I'm still a lot of basic stuff that I'm doing. Nice. That works. Here comes the fun part. Knocking these things through. Get the bearings out. Yeah, it's just the transmission in Kicker's truck that you don't like, right? Kind of noisy and ticks, rattles. How is the image looking as far as the pictures coming through? My image okay? Yeah. Yeah, I'm using my phone, and I'm using by today's standards, an antique tablet to read the comments. I know with your lives, you I think you use a laptop. My this particular tablet I bought when my wife was in a coma for 2 weeks. I was sitting at the hospital just waiting and watching. Thought about using a laptop, but it just wasn't working too well for me and took up so much room on the bench up here. So I just switched over and did the phone and the tablet. Yeah, you got a whole workshop. I just got a room as far as mine. So I'm trying to cram everything into one room. So I got this one bench here, table over there, another bench back there that I got 3 trucks on, and throw stuff underneath just to get it out of the way. It kind of binds a little bit. Why is that binding so much? Those knuckles should move. Oh, that one's kind of stiff too. The bad part about these knuckles is they kind of stick out a little bit compared to the other ones. Yeah, I've only got a 2-car garage, and it's filled with a car, toolboxes, and a motorcycle. I'm hoping that about the middle of the bash season it'll be cool enough that I can drive my car out so it doesn't have air conditioning. Go to the bashes, and that way I have the trunk of the car. Yeah, my old car is sitting there just sitting and waiting. The summer doesn't really drive that much. I need to get it out and drive it every now and then, so keep everything nice and fresh in it. Yeah. Somebody else watching. Wish it showed up, when somebody would come in, I wish it would show up. Then I could say hi to them. Say something. I don't know who it is. Right? Just turn the one bay into a hobby room. Yeah, for me, it's like Chris and I, we never had kids, so our house, we got a couple extra rooms. We had our nieces living with us for a little while, but so we have one room that we have dog kennel in, and then we have the room that I do the hobby stuff in. And that was close. I went a little closer to the edge than I'd like. And it's spending half an hour and looking for a little tiny brass bushing. Oh, there you go. Almost there. brass knuckles on there, the links are on there, the diff cover's on there. And I put the steering back together and mount it all back up again. It's getting there, it's getting there. Whoever stopped by, they didn't stay very long. I'm in trouble with this one now. It doesn't want to go in. That's the bad part about the 24 scale is everything's so small. There we go. There we go. Uh-oh. Yeah, for my first live, I'm just glad that somebody showed up. I have one, but I'm using it as my light. I got glasses with bifocals in them, and then, you know, magnified work light. Why are you trying to cross thread? Don't cross thread. I don't want you to cross thread. There we go. One of those long screws going all the way through. I'll put that in there and it'll catch on everything as I'm trying to drive over stuff. So that's not good. Have any shorter ones? No. Okay. Time to get the kit out again. So let's go with one of these. I actually got this screw kit from Action over there in Chandler. Along with, I also got the organizer from them too. This is a pretty neat place over there. I've seen that Jake went over there from where he was at AZRC in Goodyear. Now he's over there. So you had any orders yet for your lanyards? I know I've put it out there a couple of times. So they're actually really nice. Like, I like it. Like it a lot better than I thought I would. I thought it'd like, yeah, okay, you know, it's cool. But then I used it. I'm like, yeah, that's something I needed and I didn't know I needed. Pretty good. I hope you sell a bunch of them because, I mean, like I said, I didn't think I would actually need one, and then it's like when we went crawling, I'm like, that helped a lot being able to free up my hand moving around on those rocks. On my little toolbox I'm gonna carry around. I actually got you right there on the toolbox. Exactly. And I like the fact that you actually made made them removable. That way you can just, the quick release. So if you're wanting to mess around, you can just real quick disconnect it and freaking operation over here. I still gotta cook dinner after this. Oh, come on. It's a good thing I didn't plan on going to bed early tonight. Clear, free, awesome. There we go. New steering linkage, brass knuckles, brass diff cover, high clearance linkages, and steel drive shaft. Ready to go on. That's not bad. I mean, you got a couple of kids, and well, Derrick's like a kid. I don't know how well that's gonna work. Might have to take those weights off of there. That looks like it's gonna interfere with the. Yeah, that's gonna interfere. Those weights gonna have to come off. That's kind of a bummer. I have to do some reconfiguring later. There we go. Oh, I didn't expect that. Oh well. Of course, I didn't think that the front end was going to be moving that far backwards. Let's see here. You and you will flip around, get out of the way. This is where it's like I wish I had the camera just like directly over what I'm doing. It'd be easier for people to see. Like I said, you've already done quite a bit of stuff like this, so you know what kind of struggles I'm dealing with. Right. I know AZ Turn and Burn, they've got indoor course, and they're actually, is it next or October something other? They're doing they're going to be doing a event. competition. They're up in Surprise. I think you've been there. You know where they're at. You got your indoor course. Could actually use that if I ever get mine finished. Combine the two and have a decent size. I was hoping to actually have mine done before October, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, I still got to get all like the maybe 2 more this winter. Yeah, I got the one most of the way kind of done. I just need to do the the casting cloth on it, and then I have a second one started. It's going to be like I'm setting them up so that like the first one you can pretty much do with almost a stock setup, and then the second one's going to be a little bit more difficult, and I plan on about 3 in all, but basically level 1, level 2, and level 3, but we'll see how it goes. Get in there. Squeeze. Squeeze. It's right there. And it's in. Oh, man. It's like a test of patience. How much patience do you have? Oh, seriously? Think like that again? Fine, be that way. I thought the drive shaft on this thing is really short. I appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you in October if we don't see you sooner. And hopefully this will be done before too long. Have a good night. Almost there. That's good. That's good. think it's about time to put it away for tonight. It's been an hour and a half. Get the shocks on there and call her done for now. I would like to know who stopped by earlier. Like 3 people stopped by and nobody say hi. One Stitch came by. Appreciate that. He was a good guy. He definitely knows his stuff when it comes to RC. Just this one last screw for now, and I'll put it away for the night because her stretch will be done. And all she's got to do is figure out where I'm going to put the body and put the tires back on it, and she'll be done. And just like that. Right there. We're gonna do some modifying. Oh yeah. As you can see, we're gonna call it right there. We're gonna say that's enough. Yes. Get into it. I'm gonna have to trim. This is gonna have to scoot back just a little bit. I'm gonna have to trim just a little bit off the plate there, and because that it hits. And then I think I'm gonna move these back here, and possibly move these up there. But for the most part, she's good. Appreciate those that stopped by, and she'll get done eventually. Thank you.